welcome back to DHS Sports Center Athletic Signing Day. I'm here with Emma Silva, who's going to Gordon College to play D3 softball. So why did you choose Gordon, and what are you planning on studying?
So I plan on majoring in clinical psychology. And so there were a lot of reasons going into Gordon College. Obviously, like, the softball was a part of it, but obviously, like, you're going to college for athletics and not, for academics and not for athletics. So you have to look at and I knew, like, going into college I wanted to do something with psychology. So I was looking at schools that, like, had a highly, like, rated, like, good psychology program and, like, were known for their psychology. And Gordon had recently created the PhD and the major to get, like, your major in psychology. And so it's, like, a kind of new thing, and they, like, were known to be very good at it. And then for the softball portion, like, meeting the coaches and touring the school, I, like, loved the school, like, the first time I saw it. And the coaches were super sweet, and I wanted to, like, be with them.
Yeah, it's always good to have, like, a solid academic pathway in athletics as well.
Yeah.
So speaking of that student-athlete relationship, so what's your best memory as a student-athlete here at DHS?
So I definitely say, so in softball, like, for softball, one of our biggest rivals is Vogue. It's a bunch of kids that we know, especially since, like, a couple, like, Dartmouth kids go to Vogue. It's a bunch of kids we know and, like, grew up with, so it's always kind of like a big rivalry there.
Yep.
And so this year, actually, when we played them home, we were down 10-1, and then in the bottom of the sixth, we came back and brought it down to 10-9, and then in the bottom of the seventh, we ended up winning. So it was just, like, such a great game, like, the whole time. Like, even though it was, like, a 10-1 score, it was, like, always, like, kind of, like, back and forth. And it was just, like, a great game, and it was good to, like, win and beat that rivalry.
Yeah, I heard about that game. That's such an impressive comeback.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
And finally, who would you like to thank in your athletic journey?
I would like to thank Coach Arguin. I had her as a coach for softball and for field hockey, and she was honestly such, like, a great coach to have for both of those sports. Like, I feel like I got to know her, like, very well, and she got to know me very well, like, as a player, having her in, like, both of those sports, seeing me in, like, different aspects. And yeah, and she definitely, like, helped me, like, gain my confidence in my sport.
All right. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we are back with the 2026 Dartmouth High School Athletics Signing Day. I'm here with Olivia Raposa, who's going to be playing Division II softball at Southern New Hampshire University. So why did you choose SNHU, and what are you planning on studying?
I chose SNHU because it had what I was looking for academically and athletically, and it was extremely amazing coaching staff and just a really welcoming environment every time I'm there.
Awesome.
And I'll be majoring in business administration.
All right, nice. So what's your best memory here as a student-athlete at DHS?
My best memory would be my sophomore year when our softball team was unfortunately down 10-0 against staying, but in the last two innings, we came back and won 11-10.
You had something similar this year with Vogue, too.
Yes, we did. That was also a great game.
Yeah. And then finally, who would you like to thank in your athletic journey?
I would like to thank my family who's here today, but most importantly, my parents who go to every game, also with me after at practice and every tournament, just there to support me through everything.
Awesome. Congratulations. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
All right, we are back with the 2026 Athletics Signing Day. I'm here with Sydney Almeida, who's going to Bridgewater State University to play D3 field hockey. So why'd you choose BSU, and what are you planning on studying?
I chose BSU because it's a great school for education, and I felt like it gave me the perfect opportunity to be a student athlete, and I'll also be playing with a bunch of former teammates that were best friends of mine.
Yeah. All right, so what's your best memory as a student athlete at DHS?
My best memory as a student athlete was probably the day that it was senior sunrise, and then we went to school, and then we had a field hockey game that we won, and then we had a football game that we won. So it's just a very like school-spirited day, and it was very fun for us.
Yeah, it's a great sequence of events there.
Yeah, it was.
So finally, who would you like to thank in your athletic journey?
I'd like to thank my family, my parents, my coaches, Coach Arguin, Coach Leal, and Coach Kara, and all my close friends.
All right. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Landon.
All right, welcome back to the 2026 Dartmouth High School Athletics Signing Day. I'm here with Kaylin Zuber, who's going to Bridgewater State University to play D3 field hockey. So why'd you choose BSU, and what are you going to be studying?
I'm studying special education, and Bridgewater had the best education program for me, and it was the most reasonable for me to go to.
All right, that's great. So what's your best memory as a student athlete here at DHS?
Probably all of them. I really love the team, like chemistry that we had during field hockey season, and everything during field hockey I absolutely loved.
Awesome. And then last question, who would you like to thank as a part of your athletic journey?
I'd like to thank my mom for constantly pushing me through everything and forcing me to play field hockey as a kid. And then I'd also like to thank Coach Arguin for being the best coach for the past 4 years and making me really love the sport more than I did.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Back with the 2026 Dartmouth High School Athletics Signing Day. I'm here with Farah Neves, who will be playing D3 field hockey at UMass Dartmouth. So why'd you choose UMass Dartmouth, and what are you planning on studying?
I chose UMass Dartmouth because it's local and it's a very affordable school, and I plan on playing field hockey there, and I'm going to be studying psychology.
Awesome. So what's your best memory as a student athlete here at DHS?
I definitely liked all the spags we had and just every day on and off the field as a team.
All right, and finally, who would you like to thank in your athletic journey?
I'd like to thank my family for always supporting me, and my coach, Ms. Arguin.
All right, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're back with the 2026 Dartmouth High School Athletics Signing Day. I'm here with Chloe McKinnon, who's going to BSU to play D3 volleyball. So why'd you choose BSU, and what are you planning on studying?
I chose Bridgewater because of the environment. They were very welcoming. I love the coaches, and 2 former players at Dartmouth are attending there as well. And I'm planning on studying in health science with a pre-physical therapy focus.
Nice. So what's your best memory as a student athlete here at DHS?
I would say beating Barnstable at their court for the first time ever, and as well as breaking the school record.
Awesome. And finally, who would you like to thank in your athletic journey?
I would like to thank my family and friends for pushing me to be who I could be now, and my brother for making me interested in playing volleyball.
All right. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Back with the 2026 DHS Athletics Signing Day. I'm here with Ethan Davis. He'll be playing D3 football at BSU. So why'd you choose BSU, and what are you planning on studying?
I chose Bridgewater because I loved the coaching staff and I loved the environment of the program that they were building. And then I'm majoring in finance.
Awesome. So what's your favorite memory as a student athlete here at DHS?
Favorite memory? I'd say my favorite memory's got to be catching the opening touchdown against Stang week 1 and hearing my name being chanted as I went back to the sideline.
That's a great memory. And then finally, who would you like to thank in your athletic journey?
I would like to thank my parents, my dad for being there with me through football the whole way through, Coach White and the rest of the Dartmouth coaching staff, Mr. Christopoli being there, and the rest of my teammates and captains.
All right. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Welcome back to 2026 Dartmouth High School Athletics Signing Day. I'm here with Elena Sobrin. She'll be playing D3 volleyball at Suffolk University. So why'd you choose Suffolk, and what are you planning on studying?
So I am planning on studying English, and one of the main reasons I chose Suffolk is because they have a really good law program, and I eventually want to become a lawyer after my undergrad.
That's awesome. So what was your best memory here at DHS as a student athlete?
As a student athlete, I would say my best memory was honestly on the sailing team. Just the community of people that I created there. Everyone just goes above and beyond all the time. That's something that's pretty consistent with Dartmouth athletics.
All right. And then last question, who would you like to thank in your athletic journey?
I would like to thank my mom. I would like to thank Dave Pexoto, who is the director of my volleyball club. And all my amazing coaches like Jake Gerard and Molly Antone, Tara Costa, who have helped me on my way to becoming an athlete.
All right, congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're back with the 2026 DHS Athletics Signing Day. I'm here with Landon Raposa, who will be playing D3 soccer at Bridgewater State University. So why'd you choose Bridgewater, and what are you planning on studying?
I chose Bridgewater because it was not too much money, least amount of student debt. It's close to home. I'm going for cybersecurity, and I think it should be fun. Get to play soccer.
Awesome. So what's your best memory as a student athlete here at DHS?
I think my soccer team making it to the Final Four and just having a long season.
Yeah, I was there for the Sharon game. It was
great.
You had a great season this year. Great job on that.
It was cold. It was cold.
Oh, yeah, very cold. And then finally, who would you like to thank in your athletic journey?
I would like to thank my parents, and then I would like to thank my coach, Coach Silva.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Back with the 2026 DHS Athletics Signing Day. I'm here with Andrew Catullo. He'll be going to UMass Dartmouth to play soccer. So why'd you choose UMass Dartmouth, and what are you planning on studying?
I chose UMass Dartmouth because I was planning on studying engineering, and I know they had a great program. It's also right down the road from me, local school, and yeah, I had a lot of friends that went there, so heard a lot of good things about it.
Nice. So what's your best memory as a student athlete here at DHS?
My best memory would definitely be our playoff run this past season for soccer. Really had a time in my life playing with the boys. Couldn't ask for much more.
Yeah, you guys did a great job. Congrats on that run again.
You.
And then finally, who would you like to thank in your athletic journey?
I would like to thank my parents, my teammates, my coaches. I'd like to thank Coach Schaefer for giving me the opportunity to play at UMass Dartmouth. And yeah, him and my family.
All right. Thank you so much. Congrats.
Thank you.
we're back with the 2026 Dartmouth High School Athletics Signing Day. I'm here with Cameron Sorrell. He'll be going to Hudson Valley Community College to play baseball. So why'd you choose Hudson Valley, and what are you planning on studying?
I'm planning on majoring in business, and I chose Hudson Valley because their winning culture and the opportunity they provide.
Awesome. So what's your best memory as a student athlete here at DHS?
My best memory would be just recently winning a playoff game. I pitched a complete game, and we had a walk-off win.
Awesome. And then finally, who would you like to thank in your athletic journey?
I'd like to thank my coaches and my family, especially my mom and my dad.
Awesome. All right. Congratulations. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
All right, we are here with the final student athlete here for the 2026 Dartmouth High School Athletics Signing Day. I'm here with Aubrey Fernandez, who's going to the University of Rhode Island to do D1 cheerleading. So why'd you choose URI, and what are you planning on studying?
I chose URI because it's a really well-rounded school. It had everything that I wanted to. Great schooling and cheer, obviously. It's close to home and just seems like a really, really good school for me. And I'll be majoring in health sciences.
Awesome. So what's your best memory as a student athlete here at DHS?
Definitely Friday Night Lights. I love the experience of being on the side of a football game, cheering with all my best friends.
All right, and final question, who would you like to thank in your athletic journey?
I'd like to thank my mom, who put me in cheer when I was 6 years old. She has been the biggest supporter in my life, and I wouldn't be here without her.
All right, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We are back for Dartmouth High School Athletics Signing Day. However, these next two recognitions are for non-athletic purposes. First up, I have Tabitha Cabral-Elliott, who today will be accepting her DHS TV Media Award. So what are your plans for after high school?
So my plans for after high school, I'm going to go to Boston University, and I'm going to major in psychology, just general psych, because I want to do the pre-law track. I want to go to law school afterwards and become an attorney.
Awesome. So describe your time in the DHS TV Media program.
So I've been part of DHS TV Media since my freshman year. I have done more DHNN episodes than I can count. I mean, I befriended Ella like my first month of freshman year.
Oh, yeah.
I've always been doing some sort of project in some sort of class, filming something, hosting something. It's been such an integral part of my high school experience.
All right, and what was one of your favorite moments as a part of DHS TV Media?
Probably the telethons. Those were so much fun. I loved the holiday spirit. I loved the interviews. I loved like sneaking away with Ella when we weren't interviewing to go get Starbucks. It was wonderful.
I got to say, this year's telethon was one of my favorites as well.
I'm so sad I missed that one.
Yeah, when I found out I was able to host, I was really excited about that.
It is fun.
And finally, who would you like to thank for supporting you throughout high school?
Well, obviously, I would love to thank my parents. They have supported me every step of the way, every freak out over homework, every pick up and drop off to school before I got my license. They were there every step, every inch. My teachers, especially Mr. Reed, Dr. Banks, Mr. Higgins, they were lifesavers. They are teachers I will always remember and always be grateful for. There was such a great support system here overall.
All right. Thank you so much. Congrats on winning this year's DHS TV Media Award.
Oh my goodness!